Welcome to At Home with Music. I'm Leon Oleguin. I hope you've all had a pleasant holiday weekend, remembering those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. My family has a long history of military service. I had 5 uncles who served in World War II, and thankfully they all came back without a scratch. Now, sadly, they've all passed on, but we remember their service and we're grateful for it. My dad was a little bit too young to serve in World War II, as my 5 uncles did. He instead served in the Coast Guard in the early 50s. And he's a veteran. He's still with us, going to be 95 this year. Anyway, I'm back from my trip this weekend. It went very well. Thank you for your well wishes. I appreciate it. What I wanted to do in this video is revisit my most watched video. Several months back, I should have looked it up to see how long ago it was, but I did a video called Finger Exercises, No Piano Necessary. And for some reason, this video, which I just kind of threw together at the last minute, I wasn't really thinking, gee, I need to do a video about finger exercises. I did this video because I realized, hey, I've been playing the piano for 50 years or more, and whenever there wasn't a piano available, I developed and borrowed from other sources these particular finger exercises that I could do to kind of help keep my fingers limber, help keep them in shape. And in retrospect, some of these exercises were good. Some of them are rather difficult. And mostly the reaction to this video has been positive. I've had a lot of positive comments. And I've had some different questions about it, and some people saying these particular exercises, some of them are very hard, and I understand that. The reason I wanted to revisit this is I wanted to give you a few updates, or a couple of notes of caution, and just to express my gratefulness for those of you who have watched the video and profited from it, and have made some really nice comments about it. I must say I did not expect the reaction that this video got. It's by far the most popular video that I've ever put up on At Home with Music. It's received over 460,000 views, which is multiple times more than any of my other videos. A lot of people have discovered my channel from watching this video. Another thing I didn't expect was that I heard not just from those who wanted to learn piano, wanted to increase their finger strength, but violinists have commented that this video was helpful. Guitarists have said this was helpful. Gamers have said they've used this video to increase their finger strength and help them play games better. I had no idea that it would have that kind of an effect. I'm not a gamer. I've never played a video game, but I can understand how finger exercises might help you if that's something that you did. I also did a sequel to this video, More Finger Exercises, No Piano Required, and that video did as well, did okay. But I just wanted to add a couple of notes of caution to this video, and this is some things that I've said to people in the comments as I try to respond to all the comments. First of all, be careful not to overdo it. You're not supposed to do all the exercises one after another in one big long session. These exercises were just different ones that I've adopted and picked up and developed over the years. And I never meant that it was supposed to be like an exercise routine. So you never want to strain. I remember seeing these aerobics videos in the 80s where it was like, no pain, no gain, and you just try to burn yourself out to build those muscles. That's not how it works in piano playing. We don't want to do that. In fact, there's a famous story about Robert Schumann, the great composer. And he originally sought to be a piano virtuoso, not just a composer. He wasn't really a composer at that point. He wanted to be a famous pianist. And he thought, I got to figure out a way to develop my technique a little faster. And so he developed a machine or a exercise device that would help him exercise his fourth finger. Fourth fingers, as you know, are weaker and harder to control. Well, he overdid it, and he ended up crippling his hand. He could no longer play. Now, in a way, this forced him to turn to composition, and of course, the world is richer for that. But had he not overdone it on the exercise part, trying to strengthen his fingers, the world might have gained another great pianist. But as it was, the world gained a great composer. Anyway, that's my first caution, is don't overdo these exercises. You should never feel strain, and you shouldn't force yourself through them if you start to feel your hands stiffening up. Always be sure to shake them out. Relax, relax, relax. Another thing I want to mention is don't let these exercises take the place of practicing on an actual instrument. Get to your piano or your keyboard whenever you can. These exercises were only meant to be used when you were away from your instrument and there was no instrument available. So consequently, I don't use these exercises every day. I use them like if I'm on vacation, or like I was this weekend. I was away from a keyboard, there was no piano available. And so, perhaps I would use these exercises just to help keep my fingers limber. Whenever there's a piano available or your keyboard is there, and you've got weighted keys, by the way, you should have a keyboard with weighted keys. That's when you should practice on the actual instrument. And incidentally, you can actually adapt some of the exercises in that video, in the No Piano Necessary video. They can be adapted to the keyboard. And I've already demonstrated some of that in other videos. And speaking of other videos, if you're interested in developing your finger independence, your speed at playing, then please check out my other videos on piano technique. There are several there in the playlist, and those will help you as well. So I hope you'll check those out. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to add. I'm going to bring the camera down here where you can see my fingers. I'm going to show you how to make exercising that fourth finger just a little bit more effective, a little easier. Some of my viewers have mentioned that lifting the fourth finger while keeping the other fingers on the surface is very, very difficult. So I'm going to move the camera here. So when you're doing this exercise and lifting the fourth finger, it can be hard because of the way the tendons are connected in the hand. This finger moves very freely. This one moves freely. This one moves freely. But the fourth finger, it's a little tough. So what you can do is raise the fifth finger, and then your fourth finger will have that freedom to move. So that's something you can try when you're going through these exercises. When I get to the one where you're tapping the fourth finger, once again, don't strain, don't tense up your hand. If it starts to hurt, stop. But you can raise that fifth finger, and now a little bit more freedom of movement there. Anyway, I just wanted to add that in there at the end. And as you can see, this is a very casual video. I'm recording it on my phone. I'm sitting up here right in front of the back porch where you can see the beautiful Pisgah National Forest right outside. And just wanted to add those notes to this video, and hope you'll get a chance to revisit it. Also, check out the other technique videos that I've put up, all my other videos. And later on this week, we'll get back to making some videos where I'm actually at the keyboard, and I'm looking forward to demonstrating some things. I recently put a poll up on the YouTube, on the community tab, asking, what do you want to learn? And the top two answers were, I want to learn how to put fills and runs when I'm playing from a chord chart. Instead of just playing block chords on every bar, what can I do to fill in that space in a tasteful way? And then the other top choice was, how can I learn to play a song? Let's take a song, let's analyze it, and let's learn how to play it. So we're going to be doing some videos like that in the near future. Looking forward to that. So hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching this very casual video today, and I look forward to speaking to you in the next one. And once again, I want to express my thanks for those of you who have subscribed to the channel. We're way over 18,000 subscribers now, and I'm very, very grateful.